Why didn't we think to bring a flashlight?
I couldn't ask Tony and Tanya for one.
I know, but this isn't very efficient.
Just wait till I get to the lights and everything will be okay.
You gonna turn on the light?
Yeah, everybody's out at dinner. What difference does it make?
Frisco,
Don't worry.
we've looked all over the house. What do you expect to find down here?
Maybe the treasure. Why would Donnelly invite everybody in the Brownstone out to dinner?
I don't think we should be down here this late.
Because he wanted the place empty, Felicia. Something's coming down, and we gotta find out what it is.
What if somebody comes down here and turns on the lights?
Well, if they turn on the lights, then... Questions. I mean, come
If you
on.
give me an answer, I'll shut up.
I'll tell him I brought something from Tony's. Wait. It's right around here. I know it is.
I hear heavy breathing.
That's me.
Anna Devane.
Hey, just a minute, you two. Would you mind telling me just exactly what you were doing in the basement of Bobby Spencer's Brownstone?
I had to check the inventory of the clinic's orthopedic equipment.
At that time of night? Why don't you two knock off this innocent bit and level with me? Or are you saving the story for one of your TV shows? I'm warning you for the last time, Frisco. If you pull one more of your grandstand stunts while the commissioner is out of town, I'm going to throw the book at you.
Right.
Yeah, sure. Now tell me about it.
All right, James Ingram has decided to sing.
Oh, now don't get cute, Frisco. That's not what I'm talking about. I want to know what happened after you found Anna Devane in that brownstone.
I went out onto the waterfront. I went to a public telephone, and I called an ambulance.
And I stayed with Anna Devane.
Oh, really? According to the police report, she was unconscious.
You know something, Ramsey? You really ought to take a vacation. You're getting as peel back about this violence on the waterfront as Robert Scorpio is.
You know, your concern really touches me, Frisco. But I'm able to handle stress pretty well if I don't have to babysit a couple of juvenile delinquents.
Babysitting? Now, that would be an absolutely fabulous job for you, putting little delinquents into jail.
Look, we cooled you off once by putting you in jail overnight, and we can do it again, so don't push us and don't try to avoid the issue we have here.
Which is what?
I think there's a connection between what happened to Anna Devane last night and that jewelry that you've been waving around on your TV show. Am I right?
How would I know?
You tell me.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Well, you know, it's very strange that you found the jewelry that was in the harbor, and you also found Anna Devane in a brownstone that was also in the harbor. You know, you're involved in a lot of stuff that's going on at the waterfront.
Coincidence, you say? You know, it is quite a coincidence, actually, that, you know, Slater was killed in the same spot that Anna was attacked.
Yes, right near the spot where your diver friend found the jewelry.
Exactly! Which tells me you have a lot of footwork ahead of yourself, so why don't you quit questioning us two and go after some important people, like Sean Donnelly.
Oh, this is ridiculous. We're going to be late for the telephone.
We got plenty of time.
And what about the cocktail party?
But what about it?
Everyone's going to be there, and Brian's going to introduce James Ingram to everyone.
Well, nobody will miss us, I promise you.
No, we're already late for the cocktail party.
Well, then we'll skip it.
Why are you so anxious to talk to Anna?
Aren't you at all curious to find out what she was doing in the basement?
Well, I have a pretty good idea already.
You do? Oh, just the friend we were looking for. How is Anna, Bobby?
She's awake. She's asking who found her. I was just about to come looking for you two.
Ah, well, look no further. Here we are. We were just kind of wanted to find out what she was doing in the basement.
I'd kind of like to hear the answer to that question myself.
Mm-hmm.
What were you two doing in the basement?
Us?
Yeah, well, with everything going on, I didn't even think to ask you. What were you doing down there so late?
The medical crates.
Right.
What about them?
The medic, she had the orthopedic equipment is down there, right? She had to make an inventory check. Do you believe that?
So late at night?
This one's crazy. Work all the time. I can't stand it.
Yeah, good for you. It was lucky for Anna that you were down there.
Yeah.
You want to come in and see her? You can see her. Sure.
Yeah.
Always had a lousy bedside manner.
Yes. Anna, here's the kids who rescued you. Oh, my goodness. How my exchange of thank yous.
We were glad we were there.
How are you feeling?
I've felt better.
Mm-hmm. Fortunately, it's only a slight concussion.
What happened anyway?
I don't know. 1 minute I was going down the stairs to the basement, and then the next minute I woke up here in hospital.
Did you see anyone's face?
No. I was hit from behind, I think.
Anna, what were you doing in the basement?
Well, I'd come there to sit and wait for you and Jake.
You were with Jake and me at the Versailles room.
Yes, I know. But you see, I had this terrible headache, and it had driven everything else out of my mind. And I wanted to ask you about renting an apartment. But I left, because I didn't want to disturb everybody, and I forgot to ask.
You want to move into the Brownstone?
I was thinking about it. It's getting rather expensive at the hotel.
What happened when you got to my place?
Well, when I got there, the door was unlocked.
Well, that's funny, because it was locked when we left.
Well, I don't know. So I went in, and I heard this noise down in the basement. So I thought I'd go and investigate. And, well, the rest, as they say, is history.
Well, I'm sorry. I feel really bad about this happening in my home. I can't imagine why anybody would want to steal those crates.
Crates?
Well, yeah, all that orthopedic equipment. I mean, who would want to steal that? You better check it, though. After the police investigate, just check it out and make sure that nothing is missing.
Well, you think that Anna might have surprised a thief in progress in the basement?
Well, of course. What else could it be? We better get a move on. We're going to be late for the telethon.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much for rescuing me again.
Take it easy, all right?
Yeah, I will.
Take care.
Yes, have a nice time today at the telethon.
Okay.
We will.
Hi. Well, the old DVX look.
I beg your pardon?
An ex-agent never stops questioning anything that happens.
Was I doing that?
Weren't you?